Pretty. All right, Channy. Will you do me a favor? Say your first and last name and spell them both for me, please.
My name is Channy Soeur, CHANNYSOEUR.
How young are you, Channy?
66 years old.
What? Just kidding.
Okay. It's a good start.
What's the name of your company here?
CAS Consulting and Services.
When did you start CES?
1999, but I didn't really open until May 1st, 2001.
Why the discrepancy in the years?
I was still working for the city.
Okay. So, was it just incorporated in 19?
I incorporated in 1999. I didn't do anything until I got a license to practice, and I got a certifications as minority business enterprise, and that's when I quit.
Okay. And then so, it has now 7 offices
Yes.
nationwide.
Well, currently it's 5. We had 7 when we started with, but now it's down to 5.
Oh, now it's teeny tiny. How do you live with yourself? Okay. So
I don't know.
5 offices. How many employees?
32.
So, American dream, when you say?
We're doing okay. We're doing okay.
From humble beginnings.
Yeah, start out no education, no family, no language, no culture, no country, no mother, no father, nobody.
Let's start from the beginning.
Okay.
And I read those articles. And it was heartbreaking to me because you started at 15 in Cambodia, and you said you nearly died.
Yes.
You were patrolling the high school, and
Yep.
out of nowhere, this explosion that killed your friends.
Yep.
Let's pick it up from there.
Okay. So early in the morning, we've gotten our high school in the town called Kampong Cham. We guarded this high school called Lycée Sihanouk, and the Viet Cong came and attacked that area. And so we fight back, gunfight started and go back and forth, and somebody threw a grenade and exploded next to me, and I got hit by both legs, and I bled from 2 o'clock in the morning until about 9 a.m. A friend of mine carried me through storm of bullets and get me out of there. Almost died a few times, and took me to the hospital, and I wasn't able to walk for about a month. But I felt better afterward, and I joined the Navy shortly after that.
That article said it took you 2 months to recover in the hospital.
A long time.
Why would you go enlist in the services right after that?
I was angry.
At what?
The Viet Cong attacked the high school and nearly killed me and my friends.
How many people ended up dying after that attack?
Didn't know. I know there's a lot of students die. It was an attack to our school.
You were 15.
I was 15 years old, yeah.
What did you know about fighting?
They taught us how to fight. They taught us how to shoot gun. They taught us how to combat. They taught us how to march. They taught us discipline.
You fought for years after that.
I fought 5 years. Got wounded twice after that.
What happened after that?
Well, I was in the Navy one time, and they shooting us there along the shore, along the Mekong River, and they shoot in our ship, and I get up there and shoot back. I got a M45 or something like that. Shoot them back, and but people were scared, and people would run in the engine compartment, one of those transportation ship, and somebody shoot a bazooka at us, and it came through, exploded over my head, and I dried some clothes, nice uniform too, brand new. Just make holes all over the place, look like Swiss cheese, and the actually main things of bazooka run into the engine, kill one guy and blind the other guy, and I sit here and I got a little fragment in my skin. I carry on till today. I never take that out.
Would you say you escaped death twice now?
Actually, 3 times.
What's the third time?
The third time was on a radio station. We were at a radio station, and they came in, and I was asleep. We were guarding a radio station. I was asleep, and they came in. They just take the plastic, threw inside a little tent. I was in the tent like this, and threw the inside the tent. I jump out, the plastic explode. I hit a little bit, but just scratch all over my skin. So, yeah, I didn't jump out. See, I wasn't awake on time, I would have been dead.
You waited another second.
And second, I would have been dead.
When was this?
This is in Phnom Penh. This was nearby the capital.
But how old were you when this third attack?
No, the first attack is when I was 15. The third attack is about 17.
Okay, so while you were in the Navy.
Yeah.
Talk about when the Khmer Rouge almost won. You
Okay.
left the day before.
That's a dramatic story. So we were, some friend of mine, we got together. This as a matter of fact, it was April 17th. Today is Cambodian New Year. So a typical Cambodian New Year, they celebrate 3 days. 13, 14, 15. April 13, 14, 15. So on April 15, we got noted that the Khmer Rouge actually getting into the Phnom Penh area. We at the time we went in the Gulf of Thailand, in the sea, and they were at the Mekong River, the headquarters of the Navy. So, but we got information that they are coming to the naval base, and at the time was we knew it come to an end because American had pulled out and everything's a month or two before. So at that time, a friend of mine got together, and it's about 714 of us got together and make a departure, leave. We weren't really sure where we were going to go. We're thinking about Singapore at first, but we ended up went to the Philippines. So that it took a long route to the water Thailand and go to Malaysia and go through a bunch of islands, Indonesia, and then cut across to the Philippines and went to Subic Bay. So that's ultimately the trip that we took. But at the time, on the 15th, we didn't know what was going to happen. When we realized that from Phnom Penh, they called us and said, hey, these guys are coming, and they are pretty brutal. They can kill everybody, know how to read, or write, or even wear glasses. They're very, very brutal. And at the time, we said, okay, let's take some ship and leave. And there are people who didn't want to go, and we want to leave. They don't want to leave, and we stand still in the water for about a couple more days, pointing big gun at each other. You know, we're on a ship. They on a ship. We point gun at each other. You leave, I kill you. You don't let me go, I'll kill you. And this kind of things were at a gunpoint each other for about 2 days. Well, pretty scary. And finally, they both got kind of resolved, and so we left. And so as we leave, when we're back, by the time we get to Malaysia, Savi's uncle actually took a small group of people. We were at the border of Thailand and Malaysia. We were right in the middle. There's a little river between the two countries. We parked right in the middle, okay? So the Malaysian people are kind, the Thai people were very kind. They gave us food, water. Malaysian family actually took me and Sabi and the sister and went out to their house and teach her how to eat for the first time. We eat by hand. We never eat by hand before, and that was the first time of experience. And then her uncle had a kind of a way to meet with the American embassy in Manila and talk to them about our trip that we trying to find American place who want to come to America. And they coach us and said, well, we can't do anything here, but if you go to Philippines, we can do something about that. So we did. We went to the Philippines. It took us a few more weeks. It literally took about 2 months, that trip from April 15, April 16, all the way up to there. So we got to the Philippines, we get off the ship, and they took us to an island across Subic Bay. It was just an island by itself, and nobody is around it. And we land there first, and about a month later, the Vietnamese refugees came out, and they would join us over there. So it was an island full of refugees from Cambodia and Vietnam. So we stayed there for a little while, for about a couple months. 2 or 3 months later, we all came to the United States. I landed in Andean Town Gap on the 3rd of July.
That's kind of fitting. Day before Independence Day.
Well, I actually performed on the 4th of July. Went on stage with my guitar.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah. Yep. Sing Cambodian song.
How'd you feel?
They have a band. I didn't care. I'll do whatever they want me to do.
Pretty happy.
I play guitar. I'll go. I didn't think about much of anything. You know, I just know this. When I get off the plane in Hershey, Pennsylvania, I saw American flag. People walk around with American flag, wave a flag. Oh God, that was tough. I lost it. I said to myself, I'm home. That was great.
As tough as that was, you had another journey ahead of you.
Well, that's a good beginning. Now everything is about hard work. Don't let anybody tell you this. America, people work hard here. Very hard. You can say it, work smart, work hard, whatever. America work hard. To shift the gear from Cambodia to work in America is very hard.
What did you have on you when you landed?
T-shirt maybe?
No money?
Pants? No. And when we land in Subic